What's good, guys? Okay, I'm gonna leave that in. Just hit my head on the wall. But anyway, what's good, guys? Listen back again. I'm gonna give you another anime breakdown today. Today I'm gonna be thinking about One Piece and My Hero Academia. So basically, an anime breakdown is me just talking about the most important parts of the episode that's just gone past, and to if it moves the story on or not. I don't talk about the small stuff that doesn't move the story on, because it's just worthless and pointless not talking about. And talking about it is just a waste of time. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with One Piece. So One Piece, the citizens of Totaland, they go into some mysterious church, and there's some mysterious like being or some entity waiting for him, and it says live a life, and the citizens keep saying live, and a little part of there's like a small white part that comes out of the body, and it turns out this is their lifespan, and I'm gonna get into that like a little bit later into the episode, but I'm going to continue forward. So it continues with Luffy actually untying Nami, and she actually told him to what's happened to Carrot and Chopper. So basically, Brule has a mirror ability with her. So for instance, in the previous episode, when Luffy was fighting his clone, when he did a gum of a Gatling, she would also do a gum no Gatling. So like Brule's ability is mirror. So she just copies what that person does, like a Wobber from Pokemon. It's just basically just copying what that person does and just keeps and just countering it. But Tony Chopper, he actually sacrifices himself. He uses his Rumble Point and his Monster Point power to actually buy time for Nami to actually get away from Brule, and actually try finding Luffy so he can fight Brule. But he gets overpowered by these small plants and trees. I don't know how he got overpowered by these things, but anyway, I think it's just moving the story forward. So yeah, Brule explains to Nami and Chopper to Carrot that we knew you guys were here before you guys even knew you were here. You know, we see everything. You know, if you guys thought you want to get into Cocake Island without being spotted, then you're very pretty stupid for not realizing this, because they've got like these trees with eyes. They've got like these little plants that can see everything. They've got talking rabbits, talking crocodiles, and they see everything. So yeah. So when this is all happening, the guy who we actually found out, the guy who stuck it on the ground is actually a Big Mom's former husband, and he actually knew a lot of things, but but Nami and Luffy just kept on ignoring him, and he actually reveals the secret power. What the different ability to what Big Mom has, and she uses the Soso fruit. So the Soso fruit, she can take control of people's souls. She can either take life or even give life. So that's why when that mysterious thing was saying live a life, if that person would have said that life, the soul would just take the person's entire soul away and they would die. But when they say live, it will take a little bit of their lifespan and then a little bit of their soul, and so the reason why like these like little foods and little plants and trees have life is because Big Mom has been animating them from the total citizens' lifespans as well. Basically, like this is like their rent, and she just literally like gives life to the most pointless things ever. But she by the end of the episode, she sends a Charlotte Cracker to deal with Luffy and to fight with Luffy. For the people that only watch the anime, right? There's a bit more going on with Charlotte Cracker to who Charlotte Cracker really is. I'm not gonna spoil it for you to who Charlotte Cracker actually really is. But for the people who's in the manga and the anime, they already know the fight between Luffy and Charlotte Cracker as well. This was one of the best parts in this arc. But yeah, uh, just keep watching more for who Charlotte Cracker really is. And moving on as well, this episode just ends so with it there, and I'm gonna move on to My Hero Academia. So My Hero Academia, there's a new opening. I just don't know why, right? They didn't just call it season 3 rather than just season 2. Because for me, when an anime gets a new opening, it's a new season. I prefer the old opening as well, a bit better, because the music beats was really good, and the style of it was really good as well. So this continues with Izuku meeting Gran Torino. He's like his mentor, his tutor. But when we meet Gran Torino, though, he's like he's like some dumb old man. You know, he doesn't know what's going on. He's got like Alzheimer's. He keeps on asking who Izuku is. He's like, so wait, who are you again? Who are you again? And then like 3 minutes after, you see him, he's like bouncing off like the parts of like his ceiling, like the top of the microwave. He's stirring microwave. He's jumping side of like off the walls, and he's like a pretty proper serious old man. Like, you know how this guy of Karate Kid is Mr. Miyagi, like a strong old man. You know, it's like one of these things. Like, I don't know why in like the eastern parts of the world, like an old person is proper strong. It's always been like this, but anyway, he like moves on to Izuku's classmates starting off their placement as well. Kirishima, yeah, he actually met the guy who he fought in the US Sports Festival. The guy who eats metal to make him so strong as well. He meets him. There's Mineta, Shoto, Uraraka, and Bakugo as well. They're also starting their placements as well. I like how Bakugo has like his mentor. He's got like a gene. The guy's got like a Devin thing up to his face. What did I come up with these dumb designs? Like, the guy's got like some like Devin thing up to his face, and he's covering like his mouth, but it's just like keeping his eyes open, and it's got like a fringe. It's just really stupid. And Mineta's like Purvis off is working with I think she's called Giant Girl. She's a superhero. She's a superhero who transforms into a giant person. And knowing Mineta, he's gonna start perving on her as well. But yeah, and Tenya is doing an internship so he can find staying the guy who I think he paralyzed his brother in the previous episode. But yeah, so he also moves on to the villains as well, and they're planning their next attack, and they're trying to recruit Stain the hero killer into their gang. But Stain wants to do nothing. He wants nothing to do with them. He wants to be his own person. He wants to do just everything by himself, and yeah, they should really respect that. But so when Gran Torino and Izuku were trading as well, Gran Torino he mentions to his head boy, he doesn't tell Izuku this. He's asking why did All Might tell Izuku about the seventh order of the All for One quirk. And I think this is my speculation. I think that the seventh order of the All for One quirk, he is the leader of the villains, and he's giving orders to the person with the hand in his face, because he hates All Might as well. You can see that there's a poster of All Might and it's ripped, and I think that for sure something's happened between All Might and the mysterious seventh holder of the All For One quirk, and he's not told Izuku this. Maybe he might put Izuku off, and he wants Izuku to concentrate on being a good hero. But I still think that he should not keep secrets from Izuku, and he should just tell him this. But so Izuku's practicing on jumping from wall to wall, using his quirk, but he's still having trouble to actually figuring this out. He actually found a breakthrough with like these little toasted like fishes, because Gran Torino couldn't cook him properly, but he actually found a breakthrough that is, instead of him putting like 5% of his power onto his onto a body part like his fist or his foot, he should put it around his body more, so he can control it better as well. And he actually has a breakthrough with that, and we actually see him start transferring like 5% of his power around his body and to different part of his limbs. And Gran Torino, he's actually impressed by this. He's like, yeah, this kid is very good. He's a thinker, and he uses his brain, and I see why All Might chose him as his successor for the All For One quirk. But yeah, the episode just ends here. We're gonna see next week with Gran Torino and Izuku training together, and to see how much more Izuku has gotten into using his All For One quirk. So yeah, anyway guys, this has been another breakdown for One Piece and My Hero Academia. There's another breakdown from last week's episode for One Piece. There was no My Hero Academia, no one break last week, so I only did One Piece. But yeah guys, subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends. Follow me on Instagram at Priston_23. Follow me on Twitter at Priston23. And Priston signing out. Peace.
Lean by the water, perk pill popper, put the best powders on pill pills. I'm on that drink.